In this video, we're going to look and see how decreasing the pressure is going to affect the other members in your equation. Here's my equation. I've got carbon dioxide plus hydrogen yields carbon monoxide and water. So the question that I'm going to be looking at is decreasing. How does decreasing the pressure affect the other members in the equation? And the equation that I'm looking at is this one right here. So pressure is a little bit different than looking at the other factors. In pressure, I have to count up number of moles. So the number of moles is the coefficient in the equation. So you might want to first double check that your equation is balanced. So I've got 1C, 2 O's, 2 O's, and 2 H's and 2 H's. So this equation is balanced with a 1, 1, 1, 1. The next thing you want to look at is you want to look at the states of matter that you have. So I have a gas. He's going to account in my pressure problem because gas is affected by pressure. And so that gas, that one's going to be affected by changing the pressure. And this guy is going to be affected by changing the pressure. But the liquid, we're not counting him when we're looking up the number of moles that we have because he's a liquid and he is not going to be affected by the changing of the pressure. So we're going to count up the moles. How many moles is here? 1 if you don't see one. How many moles is here? 1. So the total number of reactants is 2 moles. Over on this side, 1. Remember, we X'd him out, so the total number of moles of products is 1. And I think of pressure just like I kind of think of a personal environment. If I'm increasing the pressure, now this one says decreasing. If I'm increasing the pressure, then I want to go away from the big number. If somebody's yelling at me or my pressure is increased, I want to go towards the lower number. But in this case, it's asking me I'm decreasing the pressure. Well, to me, I think of decreased pressure like a happy situation. And if I'm happy, I want to go towards the people. So when you decrease the pressure, the arrow that you draw is towards the larger of the two numbers. So this one had 2 moles, that's larger than this one being 1 mole. So this reaction, if you decrease the pressure, is going to shift to the left in favor of the reactants. Being in favor of the reactants means that the carbon dioxide and the hydrogen gas are both going to increase because they are on the pokey part of this arrow. And whatever the reaction says in favor of, those things increase. And then the things on the right-hand side of this equation are going to decrease. So on the pokey part, they increase. On the butt end, they decrease. So this reaction, if you decrease the pressure, shifts to the left in favor of the reactants.